Hello everybody and welcome to the channel. My name is Plummy, and in this episode of Radio K, I'm gonna be reacting to 3 girl groups. Those being Saturday and their comeback DBDBDIB, April's Now or Never, and Rocket Punch's Juicy. So yeah, I'm honestly the most excited for Rocket Punch Juicy because they have definitely become one of my favorite girl groups, or at least one group that I'm paying attention to because they're kind of interesting with their music. To me, their music seems like a bit of a variation of the ITZY style of music with a lot of chant-like, shouty lyrics, which are both kind of in between singing and rapping, and I really enjoy that. I don't know. That's not to say that they're copying ITZY or whatever, they're just doing a kind of a similar style, I guess. I don't know. But I'm hopeful that I'm gonna end up enjoying Saturday and April too. So yeah, I guess without further ado, let's just jump into it. Starting off with Saturday in 3, 2, 1. Is this Weekly Idol? Okay. Okay, it's DBDBD. I think the last song of theirs that I reacted to was Byung Byung. I think that's what it was called. Honestly, I liked it a lot. I think it was another variation of that ITZY style of music. I don't know what's its proper name. If you know it, comment it down below so I can use it instead of naming it after a specific group. She's so cute. Okay, I'm actually enjoying this one. I stupidly expected kind of like an innocent concept, but I guess I just keep doing that for certain girl groups for some reason. I don't know why. Also, am I the only one reminded of that Shiny clip? I'm pretty sure it's Shiny. But it's kind of like a meme. Ooh, I love that that part of the video where it was kind of like black and white, but there were some colors that were highlighted. Honestly, every single outfit, except the ones that are skin tight and are kind of sporty, I like all of them except those, except these ones. Okay, it feels a little bit that they're trying to tap into the Momoland demographics, because this has a lot of similarities to Momoland's Boom Boom. I mean, it's mainly the drinks that they're showing and those outfits, but it's a little blatant if you ask me. It doesn't bother me, I'm just saying. I think these are my favorite outfits. Okay, this was actually much better than I expected. I don't know why I keep expecting that from girl groups, but I expect all of them to have the, I guess you could call it the different concept of like innocent, soft ballad-like music. I don't know why I keep expecting that. I don't know, it's just like that's kind of my stereotypical girl group, and I expected them to have something like that stupidly, because even the last comeback, which was Byung, might have been debuted. I don't know. I don't have that much information about Saturday, but that one I really enjoyed, I feel like. And this one is different, but it's still in the same vein as that one. So yeah, I actually ended up enjoying it. And the music video was much better than I expected, because apparently, I don't know if I would call it troubles, but some of the teasers were a little bit low quality, or at least that's what people complained about a little. So the CEO of the company ended up writing an apology or something like that. So I was thinking that maybe the music video wasn't going to be as high quality as Byung. But it actually was pretty much, I'd say, a decent quality. Like, it wasn't bad. I wouldn't say it was as high quality as Byung, but Byung also was more of a set music video. This one seems to be with a lot of outside shots, so there's that too, I guess. And there was a little bit too blatant product placement, and it might not necessarily be product placement, but it comes out that way. And as I said, it reminds me a lot of what Momoland did with Boom Boom. So yeah, that could be a turn off to some people. At the end of the day, it doesn't bother me because I care mostly about the song, but I still share some of my thoughts on the music video. But yeah, so before I decide how I feel about the song, we're gonna get into it one more time in 3, 2, 1.
주말의 아이돌! 안녕하세요. 주말의 아이돌 MC 김종규입니다. 여러분의 해피 바이브 세러데이!
안녕하세요. 세러데이입니다.
Okay, the song is definitely not as instantly catchy as Byung. I can say that for sure. But on second listen, it's better. It's better, that's for sure. Okay, I really like the chorus. I feel like it could be a little bit catchier, but it's actually pretty good. It's still pretty good, even the way it is. Okay, that DVD part, I love it. This is my favorite shot of the music video. It's most likely going to be part of the thumbnail even. Okay, that dance that they do during the chorus is also really adorable. Okay, so at the end of the day, I feel like this song is decent. It's not as good as Byung, and that is just my personal opinion. I don't find it as catchy as Byung or as a kind of like a viral song as Byung. Byung was just instantly infectious and catchy and interesting, and this one is trying to do a lot of the same things, and it's going, you know, right direction. I just feel it didn't go as far as Byung did, and maybe they did it not to try not to do the same thing again, because whenever a group gets a little bit popular by one song, sometimes, or at least a lot of the times, they end up trying to catch that lightning in the bottle one more time, and they keep doing it, as we've seen with Momoland, which a lot of people have complained about. Personally, it doesn't bother me because the songs are different enough with each comeback. So maybe they didn't want to do the same thing as Byung to kind of differentiate this song. And I guess it works because it feels a little bit different from it, but I don't feel like it leaves as much of an impact. Like the chorus part where they do the adorable and interesting dance during the DBDBDIB, I like that part. It's adorable, it's memorable, it's interesting, but the rest of the song is really kind of hit or miss. There are some parts that feel more powerful and sophisticated. There are some parts that really don't do anything for me. But as I said, I feel like they're going in the right direction. They just didn't go far enough for me to really enjoy this song to its full potential. But it was still a decent song, and maybe after a few more listens it's gonna get better. But this is how I feel about it after 2 listens, so this is what I'm gonna base my ratings on. And personally, I think I'm gonna give this one a 7.9 out of 10, which is not a bad score. It's still like a 7.9 out of 10, but yeah, that's just how it feels. It's a good song. It's not about, I will probably end up listening to it a little, but it's not gonna be a song that I would go out of my way to listen to, really. Or at least that's how I feel about it now. Maybe it's gonna change, my opinion is gonna change. We'll see, I guess. While objectively, obviously most people are gonna be more lenient than me, so I'm gonna give it an 8.4 out of 10 because I think most people are gonna agree that it's not as catchy as Byung. That one is just a little bit more interesting with a little bit more of a personality to it. I mean, this is another case I feel like of whenever a group again, as I said, blows up with a really good song, and they try to kind of replicate it, but sometimes they, in an attempt to not make the song sound the exact same way the song that blew them up did, they don't go as far enough with it. Like, another example that I can give is Attention. They have a song called Blue Rose, which in my opinion is by far their best song. It's a 10 out of 10 song. It's one of my favorite songs that I've ever listened to. It's amazingly good. And after that song, I think their following comeback was Your Gravity, which felt pretty much as a worse version of Blue Rose because it had the same sound, it had the same vibe, and a lot of the same little things about it, like the sound of the rap parts and everything, but it just didn't feel as impactful as Blue Rose did. It lacked that unique, iconic feel to it. It just didn't go as far enough with it in an attempt to differentiate itself from Blue Rose. So yeah, it's still a good song, and if you enjoy it, that's completely fine, but that's how I feel about it. So Now or Never, let's move on to April's Now or Never. I have no idea how this is going to sound, but seeing the opening shot of the music video, it seems it shows a beach and an ocean, so considering that we are in the middle of the summer, it's probably going to be a summer song, so I'm not going to really try to consider what this song is going to be. I'm just going to get into it in 3, 2, 1. When was the last time I actually reacted to April? I actually have no idea. I don't even know if I've reacted to them on the channel. So maybe this is the first. Okay, I gotta say the song definitely feels much more sophisticated than I expected, similar to Saturday's music, but definitely more so for this one. Oh, I like the girl with the blue hair. She reminds me of ITZY's Ryujin for obvious reasons. Okay, so far the song, I mean, it's good. I think I liked it, but I was expecting something a little bit better. And I've heard from some people that the B-side that is on this single album is better. It's called Paradise, so I'm gonna react to it probably in some other video. I don't know when it's going to be, but I really hope it is better than this, because this is not bad by any means. But I was expecting something a little bit better. Okay, so on first listen, I mean, I just find it a little bit boring. I feel like Saturday's DBDBDIB, it might have been a little bit worse, but it was a little bit more interesting. While on the other hand, I feel like this one is more complete and polished, but it's kind of a little bit less interesting. Like, it's not a bad song by any means. I like the summer vibe, and it's interesting to see a group called April release a summer song, because I've kind of always associated the month of April with like being the first summer month, even though that is not the case. It's usually when it gets hot here where I live. And I like that they're releasing a summer song, but I was just hoping that it was gonna be a little bit better. So yeah, I don't really have much to say about it, so let's just get into it one more time, and if I can, I'm gonna point out some things that I like and some things that I don't like, so let's go in 3, 2, 1. Okay, this is a really pretty shot with the ocean and the beach. And I definitely like the outfits in the music video. My favorite member is definitely the one with the blue hair. I love her look. Yeah, the song feels good, like it feels decent and well made. Just I feel like it could have had a little, some twist in it that made it a little bit more interesting. Although now take a listen, the chorus is a little bit more interesting. I really like the color saturation in this music video. It's really pretty to the eye. It's really aesthetically pleasing. Okay, the now or never part is definitely catchy. It's just, I guess the verses are a little bit weak. But at least the look of the music video definitely compensates for that. Okay. So yeah, I don't have much to say about this one. At the end of the day, I enjoy it. It's a fine song, but I just wanted to be really blown away, and I just wasn't. It's a fine summer song to listen to, but it's nothing really spectacular, I would say. It's just fine. But that is just my opinion. If you think this is an amazing song, that's completely fine. That's your opinion, and this is mine. So yeah. Personally, I guess I'm gonna give this one a solid 8 out of 10 because I feel like it's a competently made song. And the chorus ended up growing on me a little bit, but it's still nothing amazing. It doesn't blow me away in any way, so yeah, it's just a solid 8. It's nothing crazy, but it's not bad either. Well, objectively, I guess I'm gonna give it an 8.5 out of 10. Because obviously most people are gonna enjoy it more, and I guess it's just for me, I like instantly catchy kind of songs more, and if I'm not already into the group, it's hard for me to have to listen to a song like 5 times before I really get into it, and most people I feel like are gonna be more lenient on that, so I feel like most people are gonna like this one more. So yeah, I guess without further ado, let's move on to the last song of this video, that being Rocket Punch's Juicy. And I wonder if they're still, I mean, they're most likely gonna still stick with their sound that they've had with Bim Bam Boom and Bouncy. But I wonder where this song is going to fit between the two, because I still think Bim Bam Boom is the better song out of the two. Cause I feel like that one also had that style of like chant-like singing and rapping. But I feel like it had some melody to bound it together a little bit, which I feel like wasn't really the case in Bouncy. I still enjoyed it, but I don't know, I feel like it just also wasn't as memorable as Bim Bam Boom, but maybe it was just me not really paying too much attention. So yeah, I guess without further ado, let's get into it and see how I'm gonna feel about it in 3, 2, 1. I'm surprised they're coming back so soon though. I mean, I guess they came back in the spring, now it's mid to late summer. So it's not really that soon, it just feels like it's so soon. Okay, I think it's definitely better than Bouncy. I mean, you will see, I don't want to say anything too fast. I'm definitely liking it though. Okay, what does this remind me of? I guess this reminds me a little bit of Red Velvet's Power Up. I mean, it's not only the fruit theme, but the general vibe of the song too. I feel like it's not too far from it. God, they're so pretty! Especially she. Man, I love their smiles. Okay, I'm not sure where I like this more than Bouncy and Bim Bam Boom, but it's definitely surprising me. I really wonder how people feel about this song. Because I feel like out of the 3 songs so far, this is definitely the most cute. Which doesn't bother me, actually, surprisingly. I feel like this might become a little bit of a guilty pleasure of mine. Oh, I guess it also reminds me a little bit of Oh My Girl's Banana Allergy Monkey, although the comparison between those two is not as close as with this and Red Velvet's Power Up. I feel like this is literally the same genre, style, or whatever you want to call it as Red Velvet's Power Up. I feel like it's genuinely similar. I feel like even that chorus thing is very similar, maybe even in structure. I can tell that for sure actually. But yeah, I'm instantly gonna get into this one because I really enjoyed it. Let's get into it in 3, 2, 1. Okay, right off the bat, I love the instrumental that they're using for this one. It's interesting and it's different. And right off the bat, I'm loving everything about it. Honestly, I love what they're doing in the music video. I love their dancing. I love their smiles. I love their outfits. I wonder if there's some other song other than Red Velvet's Power Up that this reminds me of. Because I feel like there is. Okay, now I just thought about it. What is with both Rocket Punch and Giotto releasing this kind of weird summer songs? Because I guess you could say, you could compare these to Giotto's Dumdy, and both have a weird vibe. I don't know. I saw some reactors say that Dumdy Dumdy feels like old K-pop, and I can't really say for sure, but it might be the case actually. And the same for this one. God, their smiles! I love them. My bias in this group is, I think, most likely the one member who looks like Daeon from Twice. I think her name is Yeonhee. There's actually a member named Daekyun in this one, in this group. Great. Now I want to drink juice. Okay. So, yeah, ultimately, the way I can describe this song is guilty pleasure. I feel like that's the best way to describe it. It feels like a cute guilty pleasure. And yeah, I think out of all three songs that they've released so far in terms of title tracks, I think the one that is most my type will probably be Bouncy, but it's definitely a very close tie with it and Bing Bam Boom. I feel like maybe Bouncy is a little bit more, for lack of a better term, edgy, because Bing Bam Boom still has some of that cuteness into it, which is not necessarily a bad thing, but I definitely prefer more tougher and girl-crush kind of music from girl groups than the soft and cute and innocent, although there's a time and a place for those too. I would say their objectively best song is Bim Bam Boom because it's the most sophisticated one and the most interesting one and the one that feels the most polished. While from B-sides, their song Lilac it's the best song I've ever heard. It's one of the best B-sides I've ever heard, and it's definitely gonna be one of the best B-sides. It's gonna go into my top B-sides list that I'm gonna do at the end of the year. because it's such a good B-side. If you haven't listened to it, listen to it. This one I would say is so far the most different in terms of sound, pretty much the same way what Dum Dee Dum Dee is to G-Idol. These two songs feel weirdly familiar. I don't know, I have a hard time explaining what they even are. They're kind of a weird guilty pleasure summer songs. I don't know, I don't really know. So yeah, I guess personally I'm gonna give this one an 8.4 out of 10. Because I said, I enjoy it. It's gonna be a guilty pleasure of mine. I'll definitely listen to it, but I'm not gonna be listening to it as much as I did from Bim Bam Boom and Bouncy, because those two are just a little bit more my style. This one is a little bit too much on the cute side, but I still enjoy the song and it's still a catchy one, so I'll definitely end up listening to it. Well, objectively, I think I'm gonna give it an 8.9 out of 10. It's still not quite as high as Bim Bam Boom's 9 and 9.6 out of 10, I guess. Now, that's how I would rate those songs. I would rate probably Bouncy at a 9.4, Bim Bam Boom 9.6 out of 10. So this one is gonna be objectively about an 8.9, because I just genuinely don't know how people are gonna feel about this one, because it's different. But it's also a summer song, so some people might enjoy it because of that. So yeah, I'm gonna go on the safe side and give it an 8.9 out of 10. And yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, leave a like and subscribe. Also, check out the description to my Twitter if you want to follow me there, and to my Wattpad where I post my stories. Because in addition to doing all these videos on my channel, I'm also a writer. And additionally, I also have a blog on which I review TV shows, movies, cartoons, video games, anime, anything that you can think of like that. And also, sometimes I will be doing top 10 K-pop lists. Like for example, at the end of the year, I will do a top 20 K-pop title tracks of 2020, top B-sides, K-pop B-sides of 2020, and the top albums of 2020. So if you're interested in that, go over to that blog and follow it or subscribe or whatever you're supposed to do to a blog. I'm still new to this, I don't know the terminology. And if you end up enjoying the blog, you end up enjoying my stories, or simply enjoy my videos, you can head over to Patreon or Subscribestar where you can pledge support and help keep the channel going and help support me so I can keep writing the stories you enjoy. And additionally, I just want to mention that all the money you decide to support me with are going to go towards my transition fund, because if you're new to the channel or just haven't noticed at this point, I'm actually transgender, but I haven't started my transition yet. Hopefully I will in a few months. Hopefully the pandemic is not gonna screw it over, but we'll see. And if you can help me out monetarily, that would be greatly appreciated. But if you don't want to do it, that's completely fine. You can still help me out by liking this video, subscribing, and especially sharing this video with someone if you think might enjoy it. And I think that's pretty much it for this video, so hopefully I'm gonna see you in the next one. Bye!